welcome to Animatronic Memories. So if you guys don't know what this is, it's a retelling of FNAF 1. That's the long and short of it. Essentially, this is a retelling of FNAF 1. Well, actually, to kind of best describe it, it's kind of closer to a retelling of FNAF 1 through 3, I think is the best way to describe it. From what I've heard about the story, it is in fact a retelling of the original FNAF trilogy. So what it's gonna be doing is, I'm gonna make sure my mic works because it sometimes decides to and sometimes decides not to. Okay, Animatronic Memories. It is a retelling of FNAF 1. It is not very long. It's 5 nights with one final night. Although, one thing I have heard is that the final night is different depending on how you play through the story. So, yeah, the final night I've heard is different. So, I don't think it's gonna be very long. From what I could research, there are YouTubers who like slimmed it down to like an hour, and the one live stream I could find on it, because weirdly I couldn't find a lot of live streams on it. 2.5 was around 2.5 hours. So I get the feeling it's not going to be very long, or at least I don't think it's going to be as intensive as Junior's was last week. So I think we're going to be able to beat it, no problem. But yeah, it was Junior's was different, kind of rough. Junior's was like you had to figure out how to each animatronic, and if you didn't guess correctly, that was where a lot of the difficulty came from. This is just straight FNAF mechanics. There is, well, new mechanics, of course, but you know, mechanics nonetheless. But first off, I like that we have Bonnie here in the menu. Like I really like this redesign of Bonnie, and it gets me the feeling that it's gonna show me. I don't know, but I do like that the menu changes with each character. It seems like Bonnie is usually active on night 1, so I'm assuming that's what this is. I have not played the game for myself. I have heard good things about it, but it has been on my list for a while now, so I am looking forward to finally playing it for you guys. The volume I think I have around 50%. I may lower it because it's still very loud. It's still very loud. I mean, but I worry that Laura and you guys aren't going to be able to hear it. So I think I'm going to keep it at around 50. I can always turn up the volume in OBS, I think. Yeah, I think that's going to do her, I think. Okay. Anyways, new game. Night 1 is usually not that difficult, so I'm looking forward to seeing how Night 1 progresses. Night 1 is usually not that difficult, though. Start a new game. Yes, we have not played this game before, ever. Oh? I hear story things happening. Oh. Now hiring security guard to monitor the building and premises during the night at 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. Monday through Friday with possible overtime. For more information, call 188-FAZBEAR. Alright. Unless I can't move forward. Seems like these are reviews or something. I can't really make out what's being said on the... Okay, it is literally just press the spacebar. Okay, let's see how we play this. Chica loves to roam around, especially in the kitchen. I have no idea how to play this one, so we're gonna see.
Hello. Welcome to your new job as a security guard at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. I'm a day shift security guard, but I worked the night shift a couple of weeks ago. I was assigned to leave you audio recordings every day during your first week to help you get settled in. Now let me help you get acquainted with your workplace. In the office in front of you is a monitor with a camera system. And on the right is the entrance to the office, equipped with an automatic door. And behind you is the window with a built-in shutter. Now for the important part. The pizzeria is famous not only for its food, but also for its very high-tech animatronics that, in addition to entertaining guests during the day, like to wander around the building at night. I don't know the reason for their nighttime activity, but the technicians mentioned that it may be related to their software and or charging system acting out. The Point is that the building is very quiet at night, and the only source of noise, or any movement, if any, is your office. If they enter, they may accidentally damage something in the office or accidentally harm you. So if one of the animatronics tries to enter, close the door or window in front of them. This will trick their systems into thinking that there's a ball in front of them. Or something. And then they'll go away. Now, about the door. Try not to keep the door closed too long. If the little indicator under the door button gets completely full, it can cause a short circuit, which will lead to the loss of one of your fuses, of which you only have 3. We tried to talk to management about this, but they always found an excuse to postpone fixing the power supply. So we work with what we have. And as you guessed, if all the fuses burn out, your power will also go out. So be careful. That's all the information for today. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good luck.
Okay, I already see where the animatronics are on the map. Doesn't seem like anybody's active tonight. At least not that I can tell. Someone is eventually going to move, I'm sure. Alright, so we have 2 animatronics. We have 3 animatronics on the stage, 2 in Pirate's Cove, and 1 more that back here. So it doesn't seem like it's... Why do I hear music? Oh, it's 3 a.m. Okay. Has anybody moved yet? Okay. Doesn't seem like anybody has moved yet. Which is good. I haven't seen it. Oh, shit. Spoke too soon. Where did you go? Where the hell are you? Oh, party room 2. Okay. You're easy enough to keep track of. I don't know where I am. You should be easy enough to keep track of. I get the feeling Bonnie's gonna move too, because it's usually Bonnie and Chica on night 1. So I get the feeling one of them is gonna move. It doesn't feel like it's gonna be too stressful a night though. Okay, it's 4 a.m. So now I'm realizing the alarm. Ah, shit. Up. Here she comes. That should be my office, isn't it? Okay, so far not too bad. Ah, shit. Okay, she's gone. Okay, so that's how the power works. She has been reset. Oh, but Bonnie's gone now. Where did Bonnie go? I have no idea where she went. I have no idea where either of them have gone. This is night 1. Okay, she's in party room 2. Where did Bonnie go? Okay, it's 5 a.m. I think. Yes. Oh! Game over. Was I not supposed to shine the light on him? Was I not supposed to shine the light on you? Was I just supposed to close the door? I'm gonna say I was just supposed to close the door. Don't let them forget. Okay. I get the... Also, there's a cursor. So, it's not that... So, the first night's not that hard. So far. Alright, might as well listen to the phone call again.
Welcome to your new job as a security guard at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. I'm a day shift security guard, but I was assigned to leave you audio recordings every day during your first week to help you get settled in. Now let me help you get acquainted with your workplace. In the office in front of you is a monitor with a camera system.
Ah, this is where I am. Now I get it.
To the office, equipped with an automatic door. And behind you is the window with a built-in shutter. Now for the important part. Pizzeria is famous not only for its food, but also for its very high-tech animatronics. That in addition to entertaining guests during the day, like to wander around the building at night. Don't know the reason for their nighttime activity, but the technicians mentioned that it may be related to their software and or charging system acting out. The point is that the building is very quiet at night, and the only source of noise, or any movement, if any, is your office. If they enter, they may accidentally damage something in the office or accidentally harm you. So if one of the animatronics tries to enter, close the door or window in front of them. This will trick their systems into thinking that there's a ball in front of them. Or something. And then they'll go away. Now, about the door. Try not to keep the door closed too long. If the little indicator...
I know I don't have to worry about anybody till 4 a.m. then.
Full, it can cause a short circuit, which will lead to the loss of one of your fuses. Of which you only have 3. We tried to talk to management about this, but they always found an excuse to postpone fixing the power supply. So we work with what we have. And as you guessed, if all the fuses burn out, your power will also go out. So be careful. That's all the information for today. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good luck.
Okay, it's 2 a.m. So I'm already getting the sense that I don't have to worry too much. I will say the soundtrack for this game is really good so far. Also, I like the design of the animatronics. Like, I do feel like that's one thing. Bonnie's gone already? Oh shit. Is he at the door? He's gonna be. I don't know where he goes when he decides to move. Time it is. I know an hour's passed. 4 a.m. Okay. Bonnie, where the hell do you... Oh, the Chica moved. Oh, Bonnie and Chica... Oh, there they are. So far, I have no idea. I don't know how to fend off Bonnie. I know how to fend off Chica. No, Bonnie's coming. Probably don't need the cameras right away. I get the feeling. I get a feeling I am going to need them later for Foxy, though. I haven't seen Freddy move yet either. Night one's not usually difficult, so I think I'm just going to wait it out. Yeah. Yeah! Okay. So night one's not difficult. I just got unlucky the first night. Having to deal with both Chica and Bonnie right away. And then got killed by both of them. Alright. I don't know how
Hello. If you're hearing this recording, it means you successfully reached the parts and service room located at the basement of the pizzeria. Your task here is simple. All you need to do is make some minor repairs, replace some parts of the animatronics before the repair crew comes in during the day to finish up. Your task for tonight is very simple. All you need to do is remove the old module from Bonnie's head and replace it with a new one. Also, pay attention to the corridor behind you. At the end of this corridor is one of our old mascots who was sent here quite a long time ago after an incident. This robot activates from time to time and will try to get closer to you. In order to avoid an awkward situation or harm, use the stun baton we've provided for you. Keep in mind that before each use, the baton needs to be recharged. And if this charge is interrupted, you will lose any charge you built up. So be careful, listen to the sounds of footsteps, and get to work.
Oh, I don't like this. How do I look behind me? Oh, there it is. Oh, there you are. Oh, she might have already. Yep, she moved. Game over. Oh. The incident. So I guess this is their interpretation of Candy Cadet or something? Ah. Okay.
Hello. If you're hearing this recording, it means you successfully reached the parts and service room located in the basement of the pizzeria. Your task here is simple. All you need to do is make some minor repairs, replace some parts of the animatronics before the repair crew comes in during the day to finish up. Your task for tonight is very simple. All you need to do is remove the old module from Bonnie's head and replace it with a new one. Also, pay attention to the corridor behind you. At the end of this corridor is one of our old mascots who was sent here quite a long time ago after an incident. This robot activates from time to time and will try to get closer to you. In order to avoid an awkward situation,
I found a bug.
Use the stun baton we've provided for you. Keep in mind that before each use, the baton needs to be recharged. And if this charge is interrupted,
I found a bug. I found a bug. That was not supposed to happen.
Hello. If you're hearing this recording, it means you successfully reached the
I think there needs to be another update for this game if that's gonna happen.
Your task here is simple. All you need to do is make some minor repairs, replace some parts of the animatronics before the repair crew comes in during the day to finish up. Your task for tonight is very simple. All you need to do is remove the old module from Bonnie's head and replace it with a new one. Also, pay attention to the corridor behind you. In this corridor is one of our old mascots who was sent here quite a long time ago after an incident. This robot activates from time to time and will try to get closer to you. In order to avoid an awkward situation or harm, use the stun baton we provided for you. Keep in mind that before each use, the baton needs to be recharged, and if this charge is interrupted, you will lose any charge you've built up. So be careful.
Okay, something is wrong with the parts and service minigame. There's something off with the parts and service minigame. Okay. I am doing what it's instructing me to do, but the problem is that if I'm doing any other task...
Successfully reach the parts and service room located in the basement of the pizzeria. Your task here is simple. All you need to do is make some minor repairs, replace some parts of the animatronic before the repair crew will during the day to finish up. Your task for tonight is very simple. All you need to do is remove the old module from Bonnie's head and replace it with a new one. Also, pay attention to the corridor behind you. In this corridor is one of our old mascots who was sent here quite a long time ago after an incident. This robot activates from time to time and will try to get closer to you. In order to avoid an awkward situation or harm, use the stun baton we provided for you. Keep in mind that before each use, the baton needs to be recharged, and if this charge is interrupted,
I'm not understanding how the stun baton works. I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding how the stun baton works. I'm just not...
with a new one. Also, pay attention to the corridor behind you. In this corridor is one of our old mascots who was sent here quite a long time ago after an incident. This robot activates from time to time and will try to get closer to you. In order to avoid an awkward situation or harm, use the stun baton we provided for you. Keep in mind that before each use, the baton needs to be recharged, and if you lose any charge you've built up.
Okay.
So be careful, listen for the sounds of footsteps, and get to work.
I have no idea if that fended her off, but I'm gonna say it did. Okay, she's back where she's supposed to be. Hello. I am having issues with the stun baton. I am having issues with parts and service working correctly.
If you're hearing this recording, it means you successfully reached the parts and service.
I'm having fun, but it is a pain in
Your
the ass.
task here is simple. All you need to do is make some minor repairs, replace some parts of the animatronic before the repair crew comes during the day to finish up. Your task for tonight is very simple.
I'm having issues.
What you do is remove the old module from Bonnie's head and replace it with a new one. Also, pay attention to the corridor behind you. In this corridor is one of our old mascots who was sent here quite a long time ago after an incident. This robot activates from time to time and will try to get closer to you. In order to avoid an awkward situation or harm, use the stun baton we provided for you. The baton needs to be recharged, and if this charge is interrupted, you will lose any charge you've built up. So be careful, listen for the sounds of footsteps, and get to work.
Yeah, get back. Okay, that wasn't so hard. Just figuring... Just bugged visually. Okay, they need to fix that. Like, the developer just needs to fix that. Like, that can be a problem. Oh. Oh, there's designs for Fredbear and Spring Bonnie. That was pretty cool. Huh. Weird noises in a creepy basement. Probably nothing. Alright. Oh. Someone left me a coin. Okay, so what are we doing? Press space to start. What we play? Oh! Ah, another day at the pizzeria. Nothing could be better. I need to see what the others are doing. I need to go around and talk to them. Hey, Ann, how's it going? Oh, hi there. I'm doing great. I've been making plans to decorate the place for this week's party, and I've already got some ideas. That's great. So I guess you've got it all covered? Yeah, you can count on me. Ha ha ha. Awesome. So this is apparently their interpretation of Roxanne Wolf? Well, that's the thing. We know in Secret of the Mimic that she's far older than we think she is. So that makes sense. Should probably do some best to explore. Hello, locked room that I can't go in. And I like... this is the security office. I'm pretty confident. Hello, bugged wall. Hello. Oh, hello. Oh. Also, this is how they're showing us the missing children's incident. Alright. So that's how they're doing it. Okay. Ooh. Okay, now we're on night 2. Phenomenal. Don't blow all your fuses. There needs to be an update to this game, I'm already noting. There's a couple of things that the developer just needs to fix that don't work quite right.
Hey, you see the first night went well. Since you came back for your next shift. That's great! I also heard you took a position in the parts and service, repairing animatronics after the night shift. I hope the extra pay is worth it. That place is creepy, dirty, and there's that clown. So what was I talking about? Oh, yeah! Now listen, of the 3 characters on the main stage, Freddy, you know, the bear, he likes to be in the darkest places in the building, and isn't particularly keen on entering the security office. But he tries to get his hands into the fuse box there. Or because not only will it damage the expensive animatronic, it will also cause a power outage. So if he shows up at the entrance to your office, the trick of closing the door in front of him will also work. And remember, don't keep the door closed for too long. That's all for now. Good night.
Okay, thank you. She didn't talk nearly as long this time. I get the... but Freddy's already on the move. Fantastic. Well? Well, Freddy, old boy. It's you and me, it seems. He's moving a lot earlier than I remember. Uh-oh. Okay. So that's all I need to do to reset. That's easy. He did not go back to the stage. Where the hell did he go? Oh. Okay, well. Bonnie and Chica are gone. But everybody's from the main stage is gone. So I gotta worry about everyone from the main stage now. Bonnie, where did you go? Yep! Had a feeling. Had a feeling. I do not know how to deal with Bonnie yet. I do not know how to deal with Bonnie yet. I should probably look that up because I have an idea of how he works, but I don't actually know legit how he works. I'm gonna look him up. Chica I've worked out pretty easily. I can already work out that Ann and Foxy are probably gonna come to the window, but we haven't gotten to them yet. And the puppet I've seen on the cameras, but I don't know what she does yet. Bonnie Animatronic Memories. Okay. Okay, how do I deal with him? The wiki does not give me any sort of answer. Great. Gameplay. Okay, so he works exactly like he does in FNAF 1, which is that he teleports. Yeah, if you guys don't know, Bonnie can teleport in the original FNAF. Like, he will just... Like, he just jumps randomly from camera to camera, but eventually does try to enter the office. So he's mostly there to just kind of waste time. So you have no idea where he is. And that seems to be the same way here. He doesn't follow a set path. At least not that I can tell. Okay, so there needs to be an update. I'm already saying there needs to be an update for this game because I'm already noting some. What is it? Grammar mistake. I'm noting grammar mistakes, and obviously parts and servers don't work too great. But other than that, I am enjoying the game a lot. So, in any case, let's try and figure out night 2. Keep a close eye on event on cam 2. Why do I need to keep a close eye on event on cam 2? Okay.
Hey, you see the first night went well. Since you came back for your next shift. That's great! I also heard you took a position in the parts and service, repairing animatronics after the night shift. I hope the extra pay is worth it. That place is creepy, dirty, and there's that clown. So what was I talking about? Oh, yeah! Now listen, of the 3 characters on the main stage, Freddy, you know, the bear, he likes to be in the darkest places of the building, and isn't particularly keen on entering the security office. But he tries to get his hands into the fuse box there. Or should I say, pause. Sorry. Don't let him get there, because not only will it damage the expensive animatronic, it will also cause a power outage. So if he shows up at the entrance to your office, the trick of closing the door in front of him will also work. And remember, don't keep the door closed for too long. That's all for now. Good night.
Okay. Up. As soon as she's done, he moves. Where'd he go? Oh, shit. Is he at the door? He's gotta be at the door, isn't he? Not yet. I get the feeling he's going to be. Hi. I'm trying to figure out how to play this game. I know Freddy's on his way. I don't know how to get him. I don't know where he goes. But I know he's close. Oh, I get the feeling. He hasn't stuck his finger. I know he likes to stick your fingers in the... it's 2 a.m. Okay. Where the hell is he? Where the hell did he go? Oh, there he is. Go away. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's 3 a.m. now. So where the hell did he go? Does he... Okay, he's back on stage. Bonnie, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do. Am I... okay. Hi. Yes, hi, I see you. Hi. Where the hell did he go? Oh, Bonnie's gone. But Freddy's gone again. I get the feeling I'm gonna have to close the door in a minute. Because I don't know where Bonnie is. I don't know where Bonnie is. He just teleports. That's not the... Where the hell did he go? Ah, hello, Chica. Okay, well, I was expecting one of them to show up. So far, it doesn't seem like I have to worry too much. I can't see my clock. I have no idea who was at the door, but I repelled them. 3 a.m. Okay. Okay, I got half the night left. A third of the night left. I do like that the clock is in the environment. Makes it a lot. Oh, chicken's back. Chicken's coming. This first night isn't super bad. It's 4 a.m. Hello. Okay. I can repel them pretty easily with the door. So I get the feeling the camera is more useful for the other animatronics. Because so far I haven't met any of them yet. I can repel them pretty easily. With just the door and my light. Okay. 5 a.m., which means I got an hour left. I heard the moaning. I wasn't sure who was at my door. I get the feeling he's gonna... Hello, Bonnie. Okay, so the light does not trigger him. He just shows up on his own and to mess with me. Okay. Okay, night 2 is done. We're a third of the way through the game. We're close. We're a third of the way through the game, but I know the next 3 nights are probably going to be the hardest ones.
Today, Chica managed to break her own jaw. Your task is to remove the broken jaw from the endoskeleton and install a new one. Oh, you're also going to have to replace Mr. Cupcake's candle. The bulb's been burned out. So, yeah, get to work.
Oh, that's a cute Mr. Cupcake design. Okay, what do I get the feeling? Oh, shit. There you go. Bye-bye. Okay. Oh, I'm not... Back off. Okay. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Okay, now that I've gotten a hang of parts of service, that's probably going to be the easiest part of the game. Alright, and we're back into this. So. Bonnie, what are we doing with you? Okay, looks like I'll have to clean this place up for the upcoming party. Oh well. I heard there's a rogue robot up here out of nowhere in the building and start causing trouble. Better stay away from it if I see it. Okay. Okay. Suppose I just keep an eye out for the glitches or something. Kitchen? Hello. I see you, creepy bastard, hiding behind the counter. I see Willie. I see old Willie behind the counter there. Oh. Good. Oh, good for you. That's amazing. All right. I look forward to playing it someday when you finish it. Okay, where are the bugs? Hello, puppet. She looks so bored. Or he. I know it flip-flops. Okay. Oh. Ah. Oh. Oh. Oh, come on. Oh, so if I lose the minigame, I can't play it anymore. Does that mean I've locked myself out? I know the good ending. I'm pretty sure you need to go through the glitches, right? Did I lock myself out of the good ending? I get the feeling I did. Kids love birthday rabbit. I've heard otherwise. Considering, you know, he stuffed some people. He stuffed some people in the suits.
Hey, look at you. It's a Wednesday night already. Keep it up. I don't have much time right now, so I'll get straight to the point. I forgot to tell you yesterday about 2 more characters located in Pirate Cove on Cam 9. The Pirate Twins. These two usually don't go far from their stage, and apparently like to look for the shortest way to the security office. And in this case, it's through the window in your office. Now,
Oh, joy.
who's the red one, is quite slow, which is not surprising considering he has a peg leg. Meanwhile, Anne, who's the white one, is much faster, so keep an extra close eye on her. The second they appear outside your window, close the shutter. This will make them go away. Promise. I think that's all I wanted to say. Yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good luck.
Uh-oh. She's already off her stage. So, is she gonna go for a full sprint? Now that she's off her stage? I have concerns. I have concerns about Roxanne Wolf. But, okay. I have big concern. I have a big concern. They're both moving now. Weirdly, the other 3 have not yet. Maybe it's because they're trying to showcase these guys tonight. Up, yep, there she goes. Yep. And I goof it immediately. I goof it immediately. Okay. I do think I have locked myself out of the good ending, though. I can already tell by the fact that I died in a minigame, and it wouldn't let me replay it. I don't really feel like playing... Okay. I think that's my main complaint with the game so far, other than the spelling mistakes and obvious bugs, is there doesn't seem to be a way to go back and retry the mini game so you can actually get the correct night. Alright. Okay. Shiga loves to roam around, especially in the kitchen. Okay. I get the feeling we are just going to be dealing with the wolves tonight. No, I get the feeling we're going to just be dealing with the pirates tonight.
Hey, look at you. It's a Wednesday night already. Keep it up. I don't have much time right now, so I'll get straight to the point. Forgot to tell you yesterday about 2 more characters located in Pirate Cove on Cam 9. The Pirate Twins. These two usually don't go far from their stage, and apparently like to look for the shortest way to the security office. And in this case, it's through the window in your office. Now, Foxy, who's the red one, is quite slow, which is not surprising considering he has a peg leg. Meanwhile, Anne, who's the white one, is much faster, so keep an extra close eye on her. The second they appear outside your window, close the shutter. This will make them go away. Promise. I think that's all I wanted to say. Yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good luck.
Okay, okay. You guys aren't too difficult to deal with, I think. I just gotta keep an eye... I get the feeling a lot of the difficulty is going to come from the fact that I'm not going to be able to keep an eye on them all the time. Which means, eventually I'm going to have to deal with both... there goes Foxy. Okay, you're gonna move, and I'm gonna be ready for you. This time. Yep, she's already at the... Alright, she's gone. Alright, she's back on the stage. Doesn't seem like any of the rest of the core 4 are going to be active, though. Seems like it's just Foxy, because I haven't seen them move once yet. Doesn't look like they're going to be moving. Okay. So I guess just keep an eye on these two, and if they move... Oh, okay, I gotta deal with Freddy now. Wherever the hell he is. I don't know where he is. I don't know where he's gone. Or he's decided to do a bit of a wander to. Okay, so I do have to deal with Freddy. Okay, I gotta deal with all of them. But they gave me plenty of time to deal with these other guys. Ah, that's adorable. Okay. Okay, it doesn't seem like I need to deal with any of them on the cameras yet, though. I get the feeling the puppet's gonna fix that whenever we get around to seeing her. Yep, there's Foxy. My door got bugged there. Okay. My door got bugged. Alright. Okay, my door got bugged. gotta take this opportunity to get a snack because I'm a little hungry. I'm gonna do that. I'll be back in a minute. Ba-bum. Okay, I am back. Let's try night 3 again. The game does give you plenty of time to figure out how Ann and Foxy work, which I do like. And then they start sending the other robots, the other animatronics after you.
Hey, look at
That
you.
I like.
It's Wednesday night already. Keep it up. I don't have much time right now.
I don't think I have to deal with these guys till 2 a.m. if I remember correctly.
I'll tell you about 2 more characters located in Pirate Cove on Cam 9.
So, pretty late in the night, long enough for you to figure these guys out.
Their stage, and apparently like to look for the shortest way to the security office. And in this case, it's through the window in your office. Now, Foxy, who's the red one, is quite slow, which is not surprising considering he has a peg leg. Meanwhile, Anne, this white one, is much faster, so keep an extra close eye on her. The second they appear outside your window, close the shutter. This will make them go away. Promise. I think that's all I wanted to say. Yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good luck.
Okay, so Foxy has multiple phases. Okay, it's 1 a.m. I don't think these guys get going until 2 a.m. I think. All right. I am kind of upset that I've screwed myself out of the good ending, though, because I know there is a good ending and a bad ending, and I think I goofed the good ending by dying. That's maybe my one complaint with the game. They need more checkpoints if there's going to be mini games tied to the ending, because I have a very good feel. Up there she goes. Where am I? Okay. Also, the game's controls being a bit finicky, but that's it's a click team game, so it's not really that surprising. Okay. If I can, I'm gonna keep trying to go through this. I'm like a third of the way through the game at this point, so I am inclined to keep going, but I do like though. I do like though that I'm able to see each night the different animatronics that get introduced each night. That is a really nice addition. like having these guys here to let you know, hey, you're going to be learning how I work tonight. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. My case, continue. That isn't so hard. It's just I'm having issues with with the game just not working right in some cases. Like if you flick through the office way too quick, you're not able to deal with Anne or Foxy.
Hey,
That's part of it.
It's a Wednesday night already. Keep it up.
Also, I don't think I've talked about this. I like the energy of the phone girl.
I forgot to tell you yesterday about 2 more characters located in Pirate Cove on Cam 9. The Pirate Twins. These two usually don't go far from their stage, and apparently like to look for the shortest way to the security office. And in this case, it's through the window in your office. Now, Foxy, who's the red one, is quite slow, which is not surprising considering he has a peg leg. Meanwhile, Anne, this white one, is much faster, so keep an extra close eye on her. The second they appear outside your window, close the shutter. This will make them go away. Promise. I think that's all I wanted to say. Yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good luck.
Okay. Well, if I make it to the end of the night, which I'm struggling with for some reason. Alright. Now the other animatronics are moved. I'm only worried about Anne and Foxy right now. I get the feeling the others are gonna move later. And eventually complicate by night, but okay. Okay. That wasn't so bad. These guys are easy enough to deal with. It's 1 a.m. Foxy, it doesn't seem like he's gonna be deal with. The problem seems to be Anne, because she just moves on her own. She just goes into a full sprint toward the window, and that's not great to deal with. Now they're gone. Fantastic. Oh, Chica's gone. Chica's here. Yeah, there you are, friendo. Bonnie, I get the feeling it's gonna come soon. I don't need the cameras right now, I don't think. Now that I know. Okay, I don't... That's another thing I don't like. I don't like that I can just, at points, just not be able to see my clock. I didn't even see who was at the door. Okay, but this isn't so bad. This isn't so bad. Okay. What time is it? 3 a.m. Yeah. I feel like if you... Oh, there's the visual bug again. Yeah, there are some issues with the UI. I'm already noticing that. Sometimes the UI just doesn't work right. Like... Like, sometimes... Yeah, like, sometimes this thing will just be over there. There's no business being over there. Oh, shit. Ah! See what I mean? Sometimes, if you misclick, that's what causes problems. But so far, it doesn't seem like I need the cameras. I get the feeling the puppet's going to fix that. Okay. Okay, well... I am having fun. So far, I think that this game has pretty good mechanics. Like, you got Freddy to mess with your fuses. And then obviously, Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica all dealt with by the door. And then you got... Ann and... Yeah, I've been playing a lot of them for Halloween. That's been the thing I've been doing. Yeah, I want to play more. I've been... for Halloween, I decided, you know what? I finished a recent FNAF game. I might as well play some of the fan games that have just been on my to-do list for Halloween. It's been something I've wanted to do for a while now, and I'm happy I'm finally doing it. Okay. I don't know. I think so far my issue with the mechanics is that it feels like a lot of them do the same thing somewhat.
Keep it up. I don't have much time right now, so I'll get straight to the point. I forgot to tell you yesterday about 2 more characters located in Pirate Cove on Map 9. The Pirate Twins. These two usually don't go far from their stage, and apparently like to look for the shortest way to the security office. And in this case, it's through the window in your office. Now, Foxy, who's the red one, is quite slow, which is not surprising considering he has a peg leg. Meanwhile, Anne, who's the white one, is much faster, so keep an extra close eye on her. The second they appear outside your window, close the shutter. This will make them go away. Promise. I think that's all I wanted to say. Yeah. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good luck.
But yeah, I like the mechanics of this one. Like, the thing is... I already know she's on her way, so I'm not even gonna try with this. I know I don't have to deal with the others yet. Oh, there she is. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright. Anywho. I don't think I need to deal with anybody else yet. It's 2 a.m. I know it's 2 a.m. Okay, but there are definitely some... I'd say the core of the game is solid. I'm gonna say that. There are some things I would tweak. Like, so far, there are some things I would tweak, but I am enjoying the actual game itself. I'm just gonna alternate between the two of them. I think that's the smartest way of doing this. Because so far, I don't think I need the cameras. Like, none of these guys are characters that are important for the cameras. Oh shit. Yeah, I heard the... Okay, so there's a big noise when they start showing up at the door. Hello, Bonnie. Okay, so that's a potential problem. That's a potential problem. And showing up when I'm dealing with an animatronic at the door. Okay. Oh, I was doing well with the night so far. I am still pissed off, though, that I can't do the good ending now. That was my plan, to do the good ending, then maybe do the bad ending at a later point. Now I have to kind of flip my plans and do the bad ending first. That's also a complaint I have with the game. You have to play, if you aren't careful, you have to play through the entire game again. And I don't think that's fun. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the game, but not to play through it multiple times to get the ending if you screw up. Because you have to do because you don't get to, because that's what we found out. You don't just get to go back to the night. You have to play through the entire game again, it seems. Anywho, I'm just sorry. I'm just ranting because I'm still upset about the fact that I can't do the good ending now. Well.
Hey, look at you. It's Wednesday night already. Keep it up. I don't have much time right now, so I'll get straight to the point. I forgot to tell you yesterday about 2 more characters located in Pirate Cove on Cam 9. The Pirate Twins. These two usually don't go far from their stage, and apparently like to look for the shortest way to the security office. And in this case, it's through the window in your office. Now, Foxy, who's the red one, is quite slow, which is not surprising considering he has a peg leg. Meanwhile, Anne, who's the white one, is much faster, so keep an extra close eye on her. The second they appear outside your window, close the shutter. This will make them go away. Promise. I think that's all I wanted to say. Yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good luck.
Anne should be active now. There's something over here. Oh, I didn't mean to click it. But there's something over here that's in my visual space, and I don't know what that is. But I do like how it differentiates itself from FNAF 1. It's like you have one... The feeling she's coming. There you go, go away. It's 2 a.m. The feeling Freddy and the others are on the move. Can I see what time it is, please? It's 3 a.m. Okay. That's how you deal with it. Overall, not okay. That wasn't so bad. I just gotta be prepared for it. Oh, where'd the UI go? Yeah, there's the UI. Okay, the UI has bugs. Okay, it's 5 a.m. So I'm not too terribly worried. I haven't seen Bonnie or Cheeky yet. I've only seen Freddy. I have only seen Freddy, and I know they show up at some point. Oh, there's Bonnie. Speaking of which, I complained about him. And now he's here. Okay. I can hold out till 6 a.m. That's no problem. Okay. Okay, they're back in their proper places. And it's 5 a.m. Okay, I thought it was 6 a.m., but apparently I miscounted. Alright. Okay. Just gotta hold out. Okay. Come on, let's do this. I'm almost there. Yay! 6 a.m. Fantastic. That is a great way of doing it. That's a great way of doing the clock. You can't see the clock if only you can see the clock, but only if you're facing the monitor.
Well. Looks like Freddy lost his voice today. We need to replace the speaker in his chest with a new one. Most of his suit has already been removed for your convenience. This should make the job much easier for you. So, get to work.
Okay. Oh. Freddy, you're naked. Go away. Okay. I've gotten... Okay. You don't know if it's visually bugged? Okay. Okay. Okay, this isn't so bad. Okay. Okay. Come on, come on, come loose. Not yet. Come on, come out. Come out. You damn... Okay. Okay. Parts and service is not that terrible. But I'm already predicting I am not going to be able to get the good ending because I am already goofed the minigames. Oh no, that Rogue Robot's... Well, that's a bug. Well, that's a bug. Can I not go in that room? Oh. Something is glitchy. I don't know what. I'm gonna find it. Oh, it does not like that door for some reason. Okay. That's either a bug or intentional. Yeah. Oh, I gotta close the eyes. Okay. Stomp them. Stomp them. Stomp the eyes. Come on, Chica. We got this. Don't worry, Chica. We're gonna get your memories back. I don't know if it's gonna lead to you kill... I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I know this is a retelling of FNAF 3, so I get the feeling you guys are probably gonna spring lock Willie in a couple of minutes? Or an hour or so when I get to it? Hi. Okay. I goofed the Bonnie minigame, so I get the feeling I'm gonna have to replay this. Oh, okay. Hi, Willie. Okay. Also, hello, Igor. Welcome. Uh-oh. We've lost the Twitch side of things, it seems. Oh. Now I gotta figure out how to deal with you. Okay. Okay. Night 4, I'm not sure how we're gonna juggle, because Night 4, I have to use the cameras now. I've been playing without them, because you can, but now I have to learn how to deal with the puppet on the cameras, I think. If my theory is correct, kids love the birthday rabbit. I don't think that's true. Also, I do like how they interpret him as birthday rabbit.
Hey, Thursday night already. You're doing great. So, just wanted to say there's one very important thing I have to tell you. If you're not very familiar with the characters here, we have one named Harley the Puppet. This character acts really differently from the others. They can get into most rooms and have tried to damage the camera system many times in the past. So, if you happen to notice any interference on the camera system, go through all of the cameras as quickly as possible. Find Harley and scare them off. If you give them the opportunity to damage the system, it can also cause a short circuit. I think that's... Oh, also, keep an eye on the camera in the kitchen. They can also sometimes try to get into the vent located there. We've placed several sensors in places where Harley appears most often. So if Harley starts causing trouble, the system will will give a prompt on the screen to quickly send them back to their place. Nobody knows why they act like this at night, but what I don't understand is why this thing is still here. Most of the day, this thing doesn't even work. It just sits in its box and comes out a couple of times to give one of the kids a prize for tickets, causing all of the kids to get scared and run away in fear. I understand why. This thing looks kind of ugly. Anyway, that's all.
Oh, shit. Ah, shit. Okay, so that's how you work. That's how you work, friendo. Alright. Doesn't seem the other animatronics are moving yet, which gets me the feel. Up, there goes Freddy. There goes Bonnie. Shit. Hello, Bonnie. Okay. Okay, what time is it? I think it's 3 o'clock. That's 3 a.m. Okay. Chica's on her way. I don't know where Freddy is. I haven't seen. There's Freddy. Oh, I lost a fuse. Oh. Oh, that's what the puppet does. That's what she do. Oh, shit. Okay, so far it doesn't seem like the puppet's too big a deal. Does seem like they're the main way of dealing with fuses. I get the feeling. Nope. My feeling was wrong. I haven't seen Foxy or... What do I get? I hear a noise. Alright. So there's a noise. Okay. Hello, Bonnie. Doesn't seem like any of the core 4 are active tonight. No, it doesn't seem like either of the Pilotrons are active tonight, so it might be just to teach me how the puppet works. Ah, shit. They caused me a fuse. Can I outlast Freddy long enough to win? Okay. I was not expecting that to work, but it works in FNAF 1, so I guess it works here.
Foxy is a little out of order today. The
You don't
daytime
say.
technicians have completely removed the suit for you. This should make the job much easier. All you have to do is replace his hook and both of his eyes. Get to work.
Okay. Oh. Foxy's completely naked. Oh, I see this. Okay. Yeah, there's some visual bugging, but overall, this game's not terrible. Okay, you again. Okay. Okay, don't get the... There you go. Doesn't seem like the candy clown gets any tougher. Hi, friend. Hello, friendo. Oh, his eyes are one piece. I didn't know that. I thought I was gonna have to do them both at the same time. Okay. This isn't terrible. This is fun. I am enjoying this. Okay. Who's next? And now it's time for me to make this place prettier. I think decorating just a few rooms will be enough. I need to remember to avoid that robot thing. Yeah, because it took... Freddy, wake up, you lazy bum. I don't mean to be mean to Freddy, but he's sleeping on the job when this is, you know, his restaurant. Okay, there's a glitch. I need to find it. Ah! It's here somewhere. Not here. Okay, not the kitchen. at. There it is. There we go. Okay, I almost lost this one. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Night 5 now has all of them. Hello to all of you, friends. How many times are you gonna kill me tonight? Probably a couple. Okay. Alright, any case. Night 5 I don't think is usually that bad. Alright, Chica loves to roam around, especially in the kitchen. Night 5. Alright, I don't think I have to worry about too much tonight.
Hey! Your first week is almost over. You seem to really like working here. It's been really good talking to you. A couple of people
shit.
before you didn't really last more than a few days before moving to day shift. Or quitting. And understandably so, this job is surprisingly stressful. Especially at night. But it's not something you can't handle. Keep up the good work. By the way, I was asked to tell you something. The management told me to tell you. They didn't give me specific. They said someone else would be with us tomorrow night. So stay home. You deserve to have some rest. So see you next week. Good luck and good night.
Okay, so they literally just... So, from what that minigame is, they're telling me not to come in. Okay. Puppet hasn't moved yet today. I don't know if the puppet's gonna. I know Anne's about to. So I'm prepared for Anne. Oh, okay, there's an audio. Shit. Okay, I've disabled my door for a bit. 2 a.m. Come on. Oh, shit. There's one more fuse gone. One more and I'm dead. Okay. It is interesting trying to juggle all of them. Okay. I need to think of some sort of game plan for night 5. So, night 5... Night 5 I mostly need for the puppet? Yes? No, the cameras I mostly need for the puppet. Everyone else will either come to the door or the window. And it seems like everyone has an audio cue for when they're at the door. Like, you can hear Anne's footfalls when she's coming to the window. And then these three all giggle. These three all giggle when they're at the door. Or rather, they let out creepy ghost noises when they're at the door. I think is the better way to put that. The first night is not. Yeah, the fifth night I think is gonna be the only difficult night, maybe. Well, I do need to do night 6, but I know night 6 shouldn't. Well, actually, I may have goofed night 6, so I have no idea how bad night 6 is going to be. Because I didn't do Bonnie's minigame. I wasn't able to finish Bonnie's minigame. Unfortunately, I have probably lost out my chance to do the... Actually, I should Google that instead of just saying I've goofed it, because I don't really know if I, for a fact that I have. Animatronic Memories. Ending. Okay, so there is a guide for it, but it's AI garbage. That things, Animatronic Memories, and FNAF 3 are the same thing. Okay, let's try and filter that out. Ending. It does seem like the good ending. It does seem like the good ending does require me to do all the mini games. So I get the feeling I am not going to be getting through night 6. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm probably barely going to make it through night 5. We'll see. Okay. So it seems that the puppet is the main thing I need to worry about tonight. Because while everyone else comes... Except, well, Freddy and the puppet are the main way of losing fuses, I'm noting. Huh. Okay. I don't know what's gonna happen when I get to the end of this game. I really don't. Keep a close eye on the vent in Camp 2. Yes! The game's already let me know that that's what I need to worry about.
first week is almost over. You seem to really like working here. It's been really good talking to you.
Oh, shit.
A couple of people before you didn't really last days before moving to day shift. Or quitting. Understandably so, this job is surprisingly stressful. Especially at night. But it's not something you can't handle. Keep up the good work. By the way, I was asked to tell you something. Management told me to tell you not to come to work tomorrow. They didn't give me specific details as to why, but they said someone else will be working tomorrow night. So stay home tomorrow and rest. You deserve to have some rest. So see you next week. Good luck and good night.
Okay. Oh, shit. Ah! First time I've gotten jump scared by Chica, I think. That was a really good jump scare. Okay. Alright, it was my fault. I lost track of her. I didn't know where she went. Considering Chica's one of the only ones you can track on the cameras, I probably should have kept a closer eye on her. Okay. Alright. Huh. This isn't so super bad. That's the good news. It isn't super terrible.
Hey! Your first week is almost over. You seem to really like working here. It's been really good talking to you. A couple of people
shit.
before you didn't really last more than a few days. Or quitting. And understandably so, this job is surprisingly stressful. Especially at night. But it's not something you can't handle. Keep up the good work. By the way, I was asked to tell you something. The management told me to tell you not to come to work tomorrow. They didn't give me specific details as to why, but they said someone else would be working tomorrow night. So see you tomorrow and rest. You deserve to have some rest. So see you next week. Good luck and good night.
I get a feeling Chica's on her way. I have no idea where she is. Okay. Anne's about to move, so you gotta keep an eye on her. Wait, Chica's at the door. No, she's not. Chica, where do you go? There's Bonnie. Bonnie's the one I can't predict. What the? Oh, the puppet got to one of my fuses. Okay. Ah, Bonnie. I didn't hear him come up to the door. And unfortunately, Bonnie is there's the rogue element you can't really predict for in any FNAF, any faithful FNAF game, really. Like, you can do whatever you want with him, but if you're doing a faithful kind of sort of remake like this one, Bonnie is one of those characters you can't really predict for because he just teleports. Like, that is confirmed by Scott. Bonnie just teleports around the left side of the restaurant however he feels like it. And if you watch if you look at some of the teasers and other things from early FNAF, Bonnie is very visibly floating, so he very clearly does not really care about the laws of physics. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get through Night 5. I will give it a couple more minutes, a couple more tries, I guess. But I don't know if I can get through Night 5. I know people have gotten through Night 5. I think the best way to describe it, the issue is definitely the puppet. I think the issue is the puppet. The other 5 you can deal, I've already demonstrated, you can deal with without even using the cameras. It's specifically now that you have to deal with the puppet, who is exclusively used to deal with via the cameras. I think that's the big issue. I think I'll give it like 2 or 3 more tries. But I am just not grasping this one. Like the rest of the nights, I got through no problem. But this one, with everybody combined, is kind of difficult. And also, I'm not really looking forward to playing through the rest of the game either, because I know Night 6 is going to be a pain in the ass, because I goofed the ending. I already know Night 6 is going to be a pain. So I'm not looking forward to playing through it. Okay, let's try this again. Let's give it a few more tries. And if I don't do it, I can only get to about 3 a.m. Part of the problem is I'm not super good at FNAF.
Your first week is almost over. You seem to really like working here. It's been really good talking to you. A couple of people before you didn't really last more than a few days before moving.
Bonnie's on the move, and I don't even know if he's...
And understandably so, this job is surprisingly stressful, especially at night. But it's not something...
Okay, Bonnie, I don't really know how to track.
Keep up the good work. By the way, I was asked to tell you something. The management told me to tell you not to come to work tomorrow. They didn't give me specific details why, but they said someone else will tomorrow night. So stay home tomorrow and rest. You deserve to have some rest. So see you next week. Good luck and good night.
Ah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's part of the problem, is dealing with Bonnie. Like, now I have, like, okay. Because that's the thing with a lot of Scott's games, is that you can usually figure out a way to cheese them pretty easily. Like, people have figured out how to do that, which is like in FNAF 1, you look at the one camera, you then just check the left and right hole, and then you poke the camera back up. Because, because of how Freddy works in that game specifically. He pokes up, he can't pull down the camera by himself, so if you always have the camera up, he will never jump scare you. Like, even if he reaches the office. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the strategy for this. Okay, 2 or 3 more tries, I think, and then I'm gonna call it quits because it's already late. It's already later than I wanted to. So a little bit later. I'm gonna give it like 2 or 3 more tries.
Hey, your first week is almost over. You seem to really like working
Oh
here.
shit.
It's been really good talking to you.
Where is she?
A couple of people before you didn't really last more than a few days before moving to day shift.
She already at the...
And understandably so, this job is surprisingly stressful.
Wait, I hear her in the kitchen.
Especially at night.
I'm fine.
But it's not something you can't handle. Keep up the good work. By the way, I was asked to tell you something. The management told me to tell you not to come to work tomorrow. They didn't give me specific details as to why, but they said someone else would be working tomorrow night. So stay home tomorrow and rest. You deserve to have some rest. So see you next week. Good luck.
Oh, right. Okay, keep an eye on the puppet. This is the main thing I need to do. No. Okay, I think we just... Okay. Okay, we just... I can't... Okay, there's a vid. There it is. Up, that's what I was waiting for. Go away. Okay. Ah, shit. Uh-huh. Oh, that's the noise for Foxy. That's Foxy. Alright. I'm gonna give it one more try now that I'm kind of understanding how to do this now. Now that I think I finally have landed.
Hey, your first week is almost over. You seem to really like working here. It's been really good talking to you. A couple of people before you didn't really last more than a few days before moving to day shift or quitting. And understandably so, this job is surprisingly stressful, especially at night. But it's not something you can't handle. Keep up the good work. By the way, I was asked to tell you something. The management told me to tell you
There's Bonnie.
to work tomorrow. They didn't give me specific why, but they said someone else would be working tomorrow night. So stay home tomorrow and rest. You deserve to have some rest. So see you.
Oh, chicken.
Good luck.
lost a fuse. Okay. I didn't deal with her fast enough. It was my fault. Hello, Bonnie. Oh. Okay, okay. Okay. Ah, shit. That's boxy. Oh. I'm nowhere near close to 6 a.m., so I know that's not gonna work. Just kill me. There you go. Good boy. Good boy, Freddy. Alright. Okay. Well, here's how I'm weighing things. I kind of don't really have any incentive to continue because I goofed the good ending. I'm not really looking forward to going on to night 6 because I know the nights are different. And I'm struggling to grasp night 5. So I think I'm gonna end it here, unfortunately. I'm not grasping how to do night 5. Like, there's a lot of things to juggle with night 5, and night 5 is... The rest of the game hasn't been very difficult. Night 5, I think, is kind of difficult. Then again, night 5 is supposed to be, so that's not really surprising, but... Overall, I do like how it interprets the story. That's the thing I will say is really good about it. I like how it interprets the story. I do, however, think it needs a bit of work. Because while the game itself, while the core of the game is really good, it has a lot of polish that it needs. I've seen visual issues a couple of times now, which tells me that. So I know there are issues. There's some spelling mistakes, so that needs to be fixed as well. But as an overall game experience, I'd say this is definitely a really good retelling of FNAF 1. I have a feeling this is absolutely a story I have heard before. Like, obviously it is supposed to be a retelling of FNAF 1, and given that, I kind of have a feeling of how it ends. But, yeah, the game overall, I like how it interprets the story of FNAF 1. Like, that is really, like, I feel like that is the game's strongest point. It's really good at repackaging the events of FNAF 1. And, to an extent, 2 or 3. But yeah, like, this game, I think this game's really good. But it does have issues. It does absolutely have issues. And I think it needs another update to just fix that. To just clean out all the visual bugs and spelling mistakes. Like, it has a couple of those. It has its fair share of those, unfortunately. But but I do like the game. I think the game has some unique mechanics. Obviously the whole issue is that the puppet. Like, I like how the puppet is interpreted in this game as having a name, Harley. I like that. The puppet is really interesting. The puppet, I like that. Well, that's kind of the thing. I like that most of the game that there are a lot of somewhat unique mechanics between characters. Like, Bonnie approaches the door, but he teleports. So you can't reuse the camera to track him. Chica comes to the door in a set path, so you can use the cameras to track her. Freddy comes to the door and will completely blow out your power, so you have to keep an eye on him. Foxy and Anne both come to the window. Foxy will, of course, Foxy is a little bit slower than Ann, so you won't see him as often, whereas Ann will go for a full sprint. I also like that I'm pretty sure this game was made before Secret of the Mimic came out, so it is interesting that there is an interpretation of Five Nights at Freddy's that had Roxanne Wolf as a main character. That is a really good prediction of the future kind of thing that I think is really neat. That's a really interesting interpretation of the lore before we had confirmation that Roxanne Wolf is indeed a lot older than we think she is. I think that's really neat. And then obviously got the puppet, and the puppet is, I think, the part that's throwing a huge wrench in my plans, because I can otherwise do the rest of the game no problem. I can handle all the other 5 animatronics, no issues. It's specifically the puppet that's throwing a wrench at things, because I have to spend time in the cameras looking for her and dealing with her, and in the time I do that, I'm dead. Someone else could show up at the door and kill me. And I'm just not grasping, and I feel like that's part of the problem, is that the cameras, I feel, are not incorporated organically enough. Like, they're specifically used to deal with the puppet, and only the puppet. And that's it. As I demonstrated, you can beat the entire rest of the game without the puppet, without the cameras. So, I do like that every character has a purpose. I feel like there needs to be more characters that use the camera. I feel like that's my issue. Like, if you're gonna make a FNAF game, you need to use the cameras a little bit better. This game, I feel, is one of the does use the cameras, but only for one character. That's maybe my one issue with the actual gameplay loop. The camera needs to be used a little bit better to deal with the characters, and it doesn't do that. But then again, there is a sequel being made of this. There's a sequel being made. So maybe those complaints will be addressed in the sequel. In the meantime, I will probably play this on my own, finish it. I gotta replay the game anyway, so I need to in order to get the good ending. So I will probably do that. I may just continue this playthrough to see how bad Night 6 winds up being. Got my own time, because I am not looking forward to playing Night 6. Is the thing. Now that I've goofed Night 6. I am not looking forward to it, because Night 6 I know is very different from how the rest of the game works. So I think I'm going to leave this particular stream here. I will be back tomorrow with Five Nights at Chuck E. Cheese Rebooted. A bit of an older FNAF game that... Well, I have things I need to say about Radiant's team, actually. So I will absolutely be saying... Nothing negative, of course. Positive things. Because I like their work. But I do need to talk about them at the start of next stream. So I think that's gonna do it for today. If I had to say my nitpicks with the game is that it of course needs to fix its visual issues. Obviously there's issues with the camera, since you can beat most of the game without using the cameras, and then it's on night 5 where night 4 and 5 where you actually need to start working with the cameras. Which I don't think is enough time to learn the cameras. I feel like if the puppet was introduced a little bit earlier, that would help. I don't know. Maybe it's to demonstrate the fact that, yeah, you're playing the game, and now you're playing the game. You don't need you don't need the cameras for the most part. It's after we introduce the puppet that things suddenly start becoming difficult. But honestly, I like how it reinterprets the story of FNAF 1. That is one of the highest praises I can give it. It is a really good remake of FNAF 1. If you have to experience any FNAF fan game, I would recommend this one. But be warned, it does have its fair share of visual issues. So in case, I am gonna leave it here, unfortunately. Didn't beat the game. And honestly, I was not aiming to beat the game. I just wanted to get a feel for the mechanics and how it works. And I think I did that. The first 5 nights, I think, are great. The first 5 nights, I think, are great. Can't speak on Night 6, because I haven't gotten to Night 6 yet. But I like what I've played so far. It is, like, the mechanics, I feel, are really good. And I like the presentation of the story. Plus, the end of night minigame with the well, not difficult. It does add a bit of fun where you actually are up close and personal with the animatronics you have been dealing with all night, which I do think is a nice addition. That was something Juniors did as well, and I liked that in Juniors, where you will be face to face with the animatronics occasionally, and you have to deal with that. So there's no death mechanic in relation to the animatronics becoming close to you, which I feel is which is something I feel Juniors does a little bit better. It actually presents it as a dangerous scenario, whereas this is just you're doing maintenance on the animatronics after hours, and there's another animatronic, a new one that we've created specifically for this game that can kill you. But it's overall, I think it's a great game, and honestly, I feel like that is a good strong point. There is another, I know, FNAF 1 remake that I know doesn't do that super well. I know that there was a character that was, I know that, like, what is it, FNAF 1 in real time or something like that. I remember looking forward to that, and then I found out that they completely gutted the story. That's not how you do a good FNAF remake. If you're gonna make a FNAF 1 remake, you adapt the story of FNAF 1. I think this one is definitely one of the best FNAF 1 remakes. I think it's great. Of course, that's barring the fact that, you know, it has visual issues that obviously, and spelling mistakes that obviously need to be ironed out, because the UI just breaks sometimes. Like, we've seen that a couple of times this stream. The UI just breaks, and that is a problem. That's a problem with any game. That's a problem with any game, especially in a Click Team 1, since the UI is kind of, you know, it's not a hard game, like, it's not a hard engine to learn, so when the UI breaking is kind of weird. At least from what I've heard. I don't know. I know making games is difficult. I don't mean to crap on it that way. I know making games is difficult. And at the end of the day, visual issues aren't a thing. But when parts of the UI that you need to actually play the game just disappear or move or whatever, that's when it becomes a problem. And I feel like they need to iron some of that out. Like, you can play it on visual cues specifically, especially if you just remember how long you need to press the button for and how long you need to unpress the button. Like, if you can keep track of the mechanics. So the visual issue isn't that big a thing. But I do think it is an issue that when you're trying to play the game, parts of the game that you need to display visual information for what you're trying to do just do not work right. And I do think it needs a new update to come out and iron out those issues. And then it will absolutely be like the perfect FNAF 1 remake, I think. So, yeah, but overall, it's a fun game. It has a lot of great stuff going for it. But yeah, I'm kind of just talking in circles, I think, at this point. So I think we're just gonna leave this here, and I'm gonna find someone to raid, I think. But that was fun. Tomorrow will be Five Nights at Chuck E. Cheese rebooted. Which I am looking forward to, because Five Nights at Chuck E. Cheese it's an older game. I remember it being I know it was an older game from like the early days of FNAF fan games that Radiant's team took and updated to be like the definitive version of itself. I am looking forward to that. That'll be fun. I have a couple of other games here that I want to play. I am still trying to figure out, what is it? Showman's the Awakening. I need to reach out to the developer and make sure I can get that working, because currently that's the only game on my list I haven't been able to get to work. So I think next week will be Graveyard next. So to kind of give you guys a plan of what games I'm planning to play next. Next week, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Graveyard Shift at Freddy's. I'm only playing Graveyard Shift at Freddy's next week because my mom's birthday is next week, and I'm gonna be spending time with her over the weekend. So there's only gonna be the one stream, and it's gonna be Graveyard Shift at Freddy's. Next week is going to be Return to Bloody Night. The week after that's going to be Return to Bloody Nights, and then I'm going to reach out to Iz and see if she can and help me get Showman the Awakening working. I'm going to reach out to her because I can use Game Jolt for that. So I'm going to ask her if she knows why the game might not be, him or her, I don't know, but I'm going to ask them why the game might not be working and how I can fix that. So hopefully I can play it for you guys. Return to Bloody Nights, though, is what I'm looking forward to, because it is a reinterpretation. It's an era of FNAF we haven't actually been to before. It takes place in Fredbear's Family Diner, so I have no idea when that's gonna be. I have no idea when that's gonna be. That's probably gonna be one of the last FNAF games I play. I have to also look at my calendar and make sure that I have time for all of these games because I did have to remove one from the schedule so that I can add it back in. I should have enough time for all of them. I should have enough time for all of them, yes. But I need to get I need to ask about Showman's The Awakening and hopefully get it working because that was on the schedule last week and I couldn't get it to work. I do need to get it to work because I was looking forward to playing that one and unfortunately I can't. So I have to ask about that one, which is unfortunate. I didn't want to. I was there, and the reason I haven't asked yet, should mention, is that this currently was in the hospital. So I didn't want to ask because I felt that would be rude. I didn't want to ask right away. I'll go like that's personal stuff, but it was on their game jolt. They were in the hospital. I'm not gonna say why, but they were in the hospital. And so I didn't want to ask because I felt it would be rude to ask while they were in the hospital. So now that they're out of the hospital, I'm going to ask. But yeah, that was unfortunately something going on in their personal life that they had to go to the hospital for a bit. I'm glad they're feeling better now. But that's the good part is they're feeling better now. But in any case, yeah, I also am going to just kind of okay, I think I'm going to just raid. I'm going to raid out for somebody and the cha 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 bup 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 with it connecting a little bit, but it should be fine now. I don't know. I also am having issues with my Wi-Fi dongle, so that's just my issues that I've just been having. We swapped over to a who do I raid? I have a lot of people I want. Actually that's not entirely true. I want to raid Mango, but she's playing a game I haven't played. I'm getting to, and I haven't played yet. I want to raid her because she's very sweet, but I haven't gotten to. What is it? I haven't gotten to. She's playing Silk Song, which came out like last month and has just taken the world by storm because it's just that good. Like a lot, like to kind of explain, a lot of people were waiting for Silk Song to come out. Hollow Knight came out. They added a bunch of updates for Hollow Knight. Then it went radio silent for months, for years, until finally we got it. We got it last month, and then revealed that there was never any. And then they revealed that there was never any issues with the game. It was just no, we were just enjoying making the game that much. So hopefully you guys have just as fun playing the game as we did making it. So which I think is just a hilarious way of breaking radio silence. It's just, oh yeah, by the way, we were just having so much fun making the game that it took 7 years. That it took several years. It took 7. It took 7 years, which is so funny. But yeah, I think we raid Eve. Speaking of Eve, she also has a birthday coming up. That is in 2 weeks. Not, I believe, week and a half. Week and a half is when she's a birthday girl. Yeah, if you haven't raid Eve, she is a Demon Elf VTuber and voice actress. So she is also very cool and very sweet. And I do enjoy talking to her quite a bit. Hi, we're wrapping up. Sorry, you came in right at the end. I'm sorry, we're wrapping up and getting ready to raid someone. I'm sorry. Oh, and I've lost internet. Hopefully not. Please don't. Please. Okay. Okay. I am gonna have to fiddle with the internet a little. I don't know what's going on with the internet. All I know is like it kind of crapped out at the beginning, and now it's almost hopefully not going to crap out at the end. But yeah, we're gonna continue onward with this next time. any case, I'm gonna rate Eve. I'm gonna give her some love. But in case, that is going to do her for today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed Animatronic Memories. Like, I have had a fun playing it. I didn't finish playing it, and I probably will not be finishing it on stream. Unfortunately, I need to learn the Unfortunately, I need to do a little bit better job at learning the mechanics. I feel like the game does do a good job at teaching its mechanics. It's the player putting them into practice that's the problem, and I am, well, shall we say, not super great at FNAF to begin with. Like, I was having issues getting through Secret of the Mimic. Like, I will absolutely admit that. I was having issues getting through Secret of the Mimic. So, yeah, it's one of, it's just not my fault or anything like that. I'm just not super great at games, and that's okay. Now, you don't have to be amazing at games. Games are supposed to be fun, not stressful. If you're stressed out when playing a game, you're doing it wrong. But in any case, that's gonna do it for today. So I think we're gonna leave it here, and I'm gonna give Eve some love. I don't believe I'll be rating her for her birthday this year, unfortunately. No, her birthday, unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna be rating her. But she is going to be. She is a birthday girl in the next couple of weeks. So I am hopefully she's looking forward to her birthday. Like that's the big thing. Hopefully that Eve is looking forward to her birthday. But in case, that is going to do her for today, I think. So thanks everybody so much for coming to hang out. I appreciate you all coming. I appreciate you all coming in to hang out. If you enjoyed, of course, be sure to check out the Twitch end of this if you're watching this on the YouTube end. If you're watching this on the YouTube end, if you're watching this on the Twitch end, of course, be sure to go check out my YouTube. I also have a second channel. I'm working on a video essay for that. It'll be out Halloween, hopefully. I need it more. I'm almost done with the script, and then I will have it done. Unfortunately, the movie itself is going to take a while to get here. So, it's a movie. It's a horror movie, of course, because it's Halloween. But, and set on Halloween, actually. Even though it did not actually release on Halloween, it is set on Halloween, set during Halloween. So it is. So I feel it's very appropriate to actually cover the movie. So, and to also clarify, no, it is not in fact Halloween. It's the Halloween itself. It is not in fact the movie Halloween. So that would have been an obvious one, wouldn't it? To just make it Halloween. To just make the movie that I'm going to be covering in the video essay Halloween. But yeah. In case, that is going to do her, I think, for today, though. But yeah, check out my Patreon. It helps support future projects. It helps me get closer to being full-time. So if you guys absolutely want to do that, I would appreciate that. Check out, of course, my Discord. I have a Minecraft server over there. I need to... I may switch over to a Java server, being perfectly honest. I am considering switching over to a Java server. When I have time for that, I will be absolutely doing that. That is next on my list of things I need to do. What else? No, I think that's pretty much it. Go check out all the other things, of course. I have not done videos in a while on the main channel. I've been mostly streaming because I've been trying to focus. Hopefully, if the second channel does well, I will be back with content on the main channel again soon.